It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And you look at the way the game is played today. Agility, so critical, even at the center position. The lumbering, slow-footed big man no longer in favor, Kenny.
It's crazy. They're like becoming dinosaurs, Ernie. And I don't understand it, but old giants just fading away.
I know you guys aren't talking about me.
You're a dinosaur.
I'd be a point center in today's game.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Shakosaurus Rex.
Doesn't exist.
I thought you said I was a dinosaur.
No, a real dinosaur.
Oh, Brontosaurus Rex.
Brontosaurus?
Do you ever eat a Brontosaurus burger?
No, but I had a
Fred Flintstone did.
Yeah, they were good.
I had a Tyrannosaurus burger.
Did you?
And a Triceratops salad.
Ooh.
Salad, I meant.
Take a lap. Game's just about to get underway. We'll see you later.
Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
And in the early part of the season, Steve, teams are usually at their healthiest. How do you maintain that healthy factor throughout the long season?
You know, I love what these organizations are doing, and also players individually. They're getting their rest. They're having the individual trainers on the side. Nutrition has played a huge role right now. And I think for a lot of the younger guys, we can't be afraid to ask the veteran what he's doing. And I think that's what a lot of the veterans right now are taking these young guys under their wing and not only teaching them the skill level on the court, but how to maintain their bodies throughout the season.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Terry Rozier is out there with Monk. Then there's Batum. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center. Now Rozier, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. In the corner, it's Monk. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Rozier. 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron. Butler on the wing, defended by Batum. Butler against Batum, and it's Butler missing. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Last game matched up with the Magic, a tough loss there.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Butler against Batum. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good by Butler.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Rozier kicks to Hernan Gomez. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Batum for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned them there.
Waiters outside. Rozier against Dragic. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Rozier the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Monk. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 6. Unloads. The shot by Monk is no good. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson kicks to Waiters. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Right in rhythm, Waiters tends to be most efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Hernan Gomez passes to Monk. Now Rozier. He's guarded by Dragic. Kid Gilchrist against Johnson. Fades away. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
Now here's Johnson, and it's Waiters atop the key. Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Batum with the steal. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And last season, they had a really tough go of it with this team.
Now Dragic, nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside, Adebayo, tipped away.
And on some plays, everything goes your way, except for the finish.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Dragic against Rozier. Dragic finds Butler. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Batum grabs the miss.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
There's the 3. They get the rebound. Another shot. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Timeout.
Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the night.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jones comes in for Johnson. ABC's checked in for Waiters, and Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Bridges in for Monk. Here's ABC, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Hornets leading by 6. Rozier looking around. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones against Batum. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Rozier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's ABC, defended by Batum. Passes it to Winslow. Shoots from the baseline, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
It's important for Winslow to make this. When the defense tries to entice you to take it, he has to knock it down.
Rozier against Winslow. Pass to Bridges. Baseline try. And so it's Charlotte, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are. It just has fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Terry Rozier is out there with ABC, and it's Zeller in at the center position. Charlotte leading by 7. Rozier with the ball. Pass to Bridges. Kicks to Zeller. Rebound by the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Good on the shot. Steve, I know in calling your games, you were known to be such a smooth athlete. You were graceful with great elan on the floor. Who are some of the smoothest players that you watched today?
I think Kevin Durant, his game, it just doesn't seem like you can speed him up. He plays at his pace, which is an unbelievable pace. I look at even a guy who doesn't dribble as much, Klay Thompson does the same routine coming off screens. You can't really speed him up. I love the way Chris Paul is one of those guys. He's graceful and smooth. Those are some of the guys that stick out for me.
Looks effortless, doesn't it?
Yes.
The Heat trail by 5. Down low, there's Winslow. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Winslow's got his second bucket of the game to go. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Monk comes in for Bridges. The pass to Washington. Dragic against Rozier. And he jams it with authority.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Miami with the ball after the basket by Charlotte.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes to Monk. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Pass to ABC. The 3. Zeller grabs the board. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. He kicks to Monk. Pass to Biombo. Shoots over Dragic. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And that matchup against the Sixers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That one is off.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Myers Leonard. Johnson comes in for Derek Jones. And Dion Waiters subbed in for ABC. And then for Charlotte, Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for ABC. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Charlotte leading by 4. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The pass to Monk. For 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. To the inside. Winslow's shot is off.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Monk. 23 points for him the last game against Orlando.
And here's a look at the numbers for Waiters. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Here's Dragic following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Ooh, tough-minded. I love the concentration right there. Potential and one for Goran.
And Steve, Goran Dragic, the most improved player back in 2014. He led Slovenia to a gold medal at the 2017 Eurobasket tournament.
You know, one of the better European players of the last decade. A slashing penetrator, crafty finishing around the rim as well.
And that one falls for Dragic.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Inside, Biombo goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Up top, Hernan Gomez. He's guarded by Johnson. Hernan Gomez kicks to Monk. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Batum trying to break loose. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead. Waiters outside. Passes it to Johnson. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, Batum. And here is Monk. Batum scanning the floor. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They've got the 7-point lead. And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Adebayo, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. The shot by Monk is no good. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson attacking. Dragic with a wide open look. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And let's check out some stats for Rozier. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Kicks to Monk. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Adebayo passes to Butler. Here's Adebayo. Hernan Gomez covering. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The kick outside to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic dishes to Waiters. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Now here's Batum. He has 5. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy. That's a pretty penny.
Now, here's Monk, following the missed shot by James Johnson. To end the drought, here's Hernan Gomez, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jones comes in for Johnson. ABC's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Terry Rozier. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And ABC subbed in for Monk. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's stolen by Hernangomez. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Williams. Here's ABC. Hernangomez with the ball. Covered by Winslow. 4 on the clock. Hernangomez finds Williams. From past the arc. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Now here's Winslow. Hernangomez covering. The offensive rebound.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridge is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Leonard kicks to Butler. And the pass to ABC. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When you played on the road, Smitty, just how much did you hear comments from the crowd? Home or away, but I'm guessing more on the road than at home.
Yeah, on the road you hear some interesting comments, Kevin, from a lot of the fans. And a lot of times I didn't want to drown it out. I wanted to hear because it fueled me. And to get a chance to, I wouldn't say engage. I would tell young players not to engage. But the one thing I would do, Kevin, when you get going, you just kind of catch that fan, you get eye contact, and you give them that smile. And that's when I think you really attack them by your facial expressions.
Good explanation. The first one falls. Shelvin Max checked in for Hernangomez. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Monks checked in for Charlotte. There's 1:40 left in the third. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Heat trail by 3. ABC passes to Leonard. Three-pointer. Butler drains it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
Now, this team, they trust each other. Even down big, they have the ability to come back, and they have so far. Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Pass to Winslow. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now, here's Bridges. That one wide left.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Three-pointer, Butler. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Got a piece of it. An even 3-on-3 break for the lead. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Charlotte making a switch here. Biombo's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Monk kicks to Bridges. Buries it from three-point range. Bridges has got it all tied up now for the Hornets. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Winslow, 5 points in the game. Pass to Butler. And it goes down 2 points. Butler's got 12 points in just the second half.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Heat. They're up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Batum is out there with Rozier, and it's Biyombo at the center filling out the middle. Rozier kicks to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler is so aggressive when he's sprinting down the floor. Few defenders have the ability to slow him down.
Dragic against Rozier. To the middle. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Back to Rozier. Launches a 3. Waiters grabs the miss. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Dragic. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal.
And here are the Heat now, taken away by Williams.
And there it is, on a night when he's been so efficient handling the basketball. That's his first real mistake.
That one goes in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Dragic. Here's Butler. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Butler's got 16 here in the second half.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Charlotte calls timeout. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. Three-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
The fast break happened because of the active hands of Goran Dragic. He's a thief.
Hernan Gomez unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Johnson. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
In this second half, it's been a disappointing turn of events for them defensively. The focus, the intensity, just not there.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Raiders for three. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 6-point Miami lead.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Batum against Johnson. And there's the pass to Rozier. Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Butler kicks to Dragic. To the middle.
A sneaky pick-and-roll player. Goran Dragic on point. Dishes to the roller.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Dragic against Rozier. Batum finds Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Monks checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
James Johnson. That's his second personal foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Rozier. Shoots over Dragic. And it's Rozier missing. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Monk with the ball. Over to the left wing. Rozier against Dragic. Outside for Batum. On the clock. He dishes it to Monk. Traps in the tray.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And the Heat call time here. They're in front by 5. 1:15 left in the fourth. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Dragic's the pass to Butler. Shoots over Batum. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Confidence, confidence. Jimmy Butler get to that spot. You won't be disappointed.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Butler on the way. Over Batum. And it's Butler missing. Now, here's Monk. He is guarded by Waiters. Now, here's Monk. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 3. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. To the paint. Here's Rozier. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Dion Waiters should be a great free throw shooter. He has high arc, good touch, maybe just lack of focus at times.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
A lot of time left, which should allow for a really good shot if they run the right play.
Rozier kicks to Monk. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. With Jimmy Butler. Now, Jimmy, you guys struggled early on, but you got the momentum back and the lead. What adjustments did you make?
Just being aggressive on both ends of the floor. I feel like we're a little loose at the beginning and not playing with a lot of energy. I feel like that's what this team's about. So when we got out there, started playing hard and getting easy baskets, we cut that lead in half.
And it led to a win. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.